Hello Aquarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And the way I do my readings is I do tune into my higher intuitive self. I'm able to get messages and answers that I need. I don't actually channel through any spirit guides. I never have. The only time I do channel is at the end of this reading, and that is to Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, to provide you with some guidance, some advice, depending on what the story comes out here with the cards. So some of you may have been in a relationship with this person. Could be a situationship. Could be simply, I'm getting the word arrangement. I don't even know what that would mean. Some type of arrangement that the both of you have. Probably a small portion of you may understand what that means. Also, somebody who simply may have just exchanged glances with you, and there's a connection, and it's kind of intense, but it's not so intense where somebody really has spoken up and made something out of this connection so far. So some of you may be in a relationship, some of you may not be. Spiritual awakening this person has had. You got a peekaboo card. Third party card. Ooh. Third party. The situation just got a bit hot and spicy. Let's have a look. Do you guys have enough room here? If I just toss that up there, you guys can see that. All right. It does look a little crooked, but I think you guys can see the majority of the cards. All right. We have here mystery, followed by nourishment, sensuality, synthesis, illness, wellness, betrayal, creativity, ecstasy, awakening, and then we have shape-shifting. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have grief. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aquarius, why do I feel as though I've met you before? Why do I feel this connection, this pull? There's this unmistakable kind of bond that I would categorize as a spiritual bond. And now I find myself questioning the universe, my faith, thinking, why is it that you are in my life now? Why not years ago? Why not far into the future? There's something about you that is very familiar. And I feel that maybe even you and I have had some type of a spiritual connection. Maybe from a past life. I can sense you. I can feel you. I can smell your scent sometimes even when you're not there. And you come to me in my dreams and everything seems so real. The type of person that I've seen that you are, the type of person that I've realized that you are like, you are a person who is spiritually, emotionally, and physically very fulfilling for me in my life. You fulfill me. There's a sense of nourishment that comes from you. And you are that perfect mate. I also feel that in this connection, there is a sense of sensuality. The feelings that I have are very sensual towards you. You are very seductive, tantalizing, soft, gentle, sweet, and graceful. And I find it very alluring and tempting. Right now, I'm trying to restore the lack of peace and harmony that exists in this connection. There used to be peace and harmony, but now there's none. And I've hidden a lot of things in shadows, in the depths of this forest, behind the trees, behind these thick shadows. But there's a part of me that wants to come out into the open and talk about what's truly on my mind, what truly has been bothering me. I do feel quite sad. There's a sense of despair, loneliness, feeling that I'm being weighed down. Something is weighing me down below the surface of this water, and I'm drowning in a sea of sadness. There's a sense of depression that I've never felt, and I try to release myself from this toxic environment that I'm in, but I find it very difficult. No matter where I go, no matter what I try to do, there's always something that holds me down, pulls me down. There's a very strong force, has a mind of its own. These responsibilities, these burdens that I carry, there are some things that I just can't escape. The chains are around me. There is some trauma, emotional trauma from the past. But whatever has happened, I know that what I did to you was not good. My hands were tied. I have been, and I still am, in a very difficult situation, and I know you feel as though I betrayed you. The connection that I have with you, it was very strong, and you trusted me. Now there's a lack of trust and a lack of faith. It is difficult to move beyond this, to think of anything, because you trusted me. And what I have done is something that was not predictable. You thought you knew me, and it turns out that you never really knew me at all. There is a sense of creativity in my heart, where I really want to create something with you, something that will be long-lasting for the world to see. But I find that difficult right now because I've betrayed you. I also feel in this connection that there is a spiritual awakening that I've experienced since the time you came into my life. And I know to some degree you have felt this too. There is spiritual bliss. My heart and my soul feels happy and content. And I'm starting to see things through your perspective. I've had this awakening moment where I put myself in your shoes and I see things differently now. No matter who I'm with, no matter what I'm doing, I always have my head turned just because I want to know, are you there? Are you coming? Am I going to get to see you? How I'm always yearning and longing for a glimpse of you, even if I'm doing something else or even if I'm with someone else. It is hard for me to concentrate. I find it difficult to concentrate because my thoughts have been shifted towards you. Overall, this entire situation has been a very big deal for me as well, even though I don't show it. My heart is sad. I grieve the loss of you. There's a sense of regret, remorse because of this betrayal. There's sadness, melancholy, feelings of guilt. Why did I do what I did? How could I have done things differently? And now I feel that you are that shining star in the dark sky, the only star that's left. And I feel and I fear that you're fading. And I have to deal with that loss because it's my fault. I can't change what I did. But for now, I have understood, and I understand this connection. You and I are somehow spiritually connected. All right. Aquarius. That was very deep. So, definitely I see here that there's been a little bit of history, but there's a realization that this person has had, and they don't even have to be with you for such a long time for them to realize that this is a spiritual connection. What's also interesting here is that because I have here, the first card's the strongest, the mystery card. For me, this is my past life card. In the few readings that I've just worked on, the other readings, this card really has shown up a lot of times. It's almost like in every reading, the past few that I've done. There could be something that's going on, celestial-wise. But if some of you want to know more about the spiritual type of connection, I have another audio, another channel. It's called Asnointia Audio. And there I do have videos that are quite informative regarding different types of spiritual connections. One of them that I would find, two of them that I would find informative for yourself. One would be past life and spiritual connections. That's one video. The other video is sensually intense spiritual connections. So some of you may have a lot of questions and just feelings that you really just have for this person that are extremely intense, much more than you've ever felt for anybody else. And you feel that it's almost like an obsession. It's extremely difficult to let go, no matter how long it's been. Usually that's the case, that, yeah, you've gotten into a situation where you've met somebody from your past life who could have been your husband or your wife. You could have been lovers. You could have been engaged. You could have been, and the reason why I say husband and wife, because the majority of the readings that I do, 99.9%, it's usually husband and wife. Only on a rare occasion I've had 2 readings out of the many hundreds that are same sex. And this is like an ancient time, so it was a bit different back then. Life was different back then. We have here also the fact that you guys might just be, you could have been engaged, could have been betrothed, could have been simply having an affair, and that's possible as well. Whatever it was a long-term kind of feeling, and this is why this connection is so intense. This is why it's hurting this person too. They are hurting. The reason why, it's because it's a past life connection. There's what I call double the love, double the pain. You have the love and the pain from this lifetime, but also the love and the pain from the past life. And so both of them combined together, it's extremely intense for the human heart. And this person is pretty shocked at the fact that they treated you like this, but they're even more shocked at the fact that they're reacting to it like this. They were not expecting to feel this much grief. So you are actually very deep embedded in a part of their soul right there. They feel your energy, and most likely because of this card, you feel their energy too. And it is possible that these cards are reversed, or both of you might be resonating with them because of the type of connection this is. It's a spiritual connection, so you would be mirroring each other. One of the last cards you have here, this is my third party card. Now, just to give you a bit of background on that, third party, as I've mentioned before in many other readings, doesn't necessarily mean another person. It could also actually mean an individual who is either in a situation where they just can't give their time, energy, and effort to another. So maybe somebody is busy working somewhere far away. Maybe somebody is busy taking care of a sick loved one and they can't dedicate their time to you. That sick loved one is at that point the third party. And simply it could be just like an affair where if this is a past life connection for the majority of you, and I do see that here, it's a really intense connection where it's made you reevaluate your entire situation with the current partner that you're with or who this person is with. And you're wondering, like, why is this a new person in my life? Where's this person been my whole life? Why didn't they come before? Why are they here now? It's a really strange kind of situation. We tend to meet our twin flame, soulmates, or karmic partners sometimes during a time in our life when we are actually settled with somebody else. And the intensity that we feel with this new person, the spiritual person that is our partner spiritually, it's overwhelming. And it's really a life-changing experience. This person, as well as yourself, you may have experienced a spiritual awakening. It takes time. Sorry I went too long on that, but I really wanted to just explain what the cards kind of all mean in a combined kind of meaning. All right. Let's have a look. What time is it? Wow. That took a long time. Let's have a look at, all right, the Lover's Path Tarot. This is some type of problem that happened right in the beginning, right when things started to go downhill in this connection. So some of you might know why there was a problem in this connection, what really was the cause, and some of you might not know. So this is just to give you a better understanding as to what has happened in the past. Now, keep in mind, this is something that happened in the past. The cards I just did are the ones that are present. Those are the feelings that this person has right now. These are the feelings that happened back in the past, and I'm going to be reading the reverse. So we have here the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups here does talk about leave taking an absence. It does talk about wanting to have more substance in life, whether it be more satisfying relationships or more authentic way of life. There's a sense of disillusionment. This person seemed to have been lingering too long in a difficult or superficial situation that they thought was superficial within this connection. And they were uncertain about whether they should stay in this relationship or they should leave. They were having doubts. So that's a pretty big thing. They basically just thought that this connection was not as true as you thought it to be. So this person seemed to be a bit more, they thought that you were fake, artificial, superficial, and the relationship was. However, the truth now is that they've seen that no, this is something that's a bit different. This is a totally different type of relationship, different type of situation, and they're just trying to make sense out of this whole thing and why they feel so drawn to you. They do feel very drawn to you, especially with the past life card. And I do past life readings if some of you need a bit more clarity on that situation. You can just go to my website and have a look at the description. And when you see the description, you'll know if that's something that you want, and you can place an order. It's my name, Asnointia.com, So it's www.asnointia.com. There you'll see the packages. Here we also have judgment. Now with this feeling of being artificial, superficial, not really having substance in this connection, along that side, this person also had another problem. They were trying to make a choice between the higher and the lower set of impulses. Now, impulses, higher would mean the type of spiritual connection that they had with you, the type of love that they would have potentially had with you. Or the other choice they had was to be just completely lustful and materialistic. So there was actually a point in time when this person was not truthful. And they were thinking, because you are superficial and artificial, then they thought, hey, why can't I do this? But they were judging themselves. They were thinking, should I do this or not? Here we also have stagnation, the inability to act and to move on. They were starting to creatively create these blockages, and they were giving up control to the universe. Like they just didn't want to bother with this anymore. So there was something in this connection that they felt that was fake. And sometimes what happens, it's not even you. It's just this person that they've been in such terrible situations that something that's really, really good is what they call, like, it's too good to be true. This person just couldn't believe how good the situation was. And they thought, no, 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 there has to be something that's up this person's sleeve. There's something going on here. It's not possible that this person is so nice and that this connection is going so well. There's something here. This person was suspicious. They were very cautious. They're also very guarded. And so you don't have to really worry about that now, because they've realized that you are a very different kind of individual. You're not the same type of person that this person is. Your mindset is quite different than theirs. All right, let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot. Oh my, okay. Four of Pentacles. So these are any actions, any intentions, any words of, not words of wisdom, sorry. That's a different type of reading that I do. Why would I say that? So these are any actions, intentions, and plans that this person would have towards you. Three of Cups. Whew. For some of you, definitely, this might just be a third-party situation where somebody's having an affair. And somebody might be wanting a divorce here. You also have the Justice card. There's issues with a divorce or separation. There's a complication between a third-party situation and somebody maybe not getting divorced or separated. That's for a tiny portion of you. Other than that, these cards look pretty nice, actually. They're really beautiful, except the Four of Pentacles. Everything else looks great. They're very happy, very bright, very positive cards. Here we have the Four of Pentacles, where this person feels like they have a certain set of principles and they have a certain type of mindset, right? The way they think, their beliefs. They're wanting to hold on to what is traditional to them. They're wanting to hold on to their beliefs. They're not wanting to change. They're not wanting to budge. A little bit of this is also ego-oriented kind of competition that, you know, I am who I am and I'm not going to change because this is the way I've always been. However, they also don't want to let you go. They really do adore you. They admire you. We also have here the Three of Cups. This person wants to take you out. They want to have fun with you. They want to reunite with you. Two things. Either they want to take you out and be with a bunch of friends and then the both of you are there. Or they just simply want to have a reunion and just have fun with you. They want to take you out somewhere and celebrate. Here we also have the Queen of Cups. This card here indicates how this person feels that you that you are. This is what they think that you are like. A very, very loving, kind individual that has a lot of love to give. You're very soft, very gentle, very nurturing, caring, protecting. You are also somebody who shows and demonstrates what unconditional love is like. In this person's mind, this is how they view you. We also have the Justice card, where this person wants to make things right. Why? Because we have the Betrayal card. There was the Illness Wellness card. There was the Grief card. A lot of sadness in this connection. And they finally think that, you know what? Maybe I should change. Maybe I should try to create a better balance in this connection. Make things right. It would be good to make things right. That is what this person is now starting to think. They actually want to make things right because they know that everything that happened before was wrong. There's a lack of balance. There was overindulgence only from one side. It was not an equal give and take in this connection. That's what was causing a problem. And they realize this. Here we also have the Empress. Beautiful card. This person is totally in love with you, Aquarius. This person feels that you are abundant, even fertile. And fertile also can mean still that you can adopt or just buy fur babies or little pets. You're somebody who takes care of somebody else. You are able to do that, and that is very attractive. It's very nurturing, a very attractive kind of feature or trait. I guess that would be called a trait. It's because it's weird, but they want to be babied by you. I'm getting that. that they want you to treat them like a baby, like their baby, like they are your baby. That's weird, but it does happen. They just want to be like hugged by you, loved by you. If you cook, they want you to take care of them and cook for them. For some of you, it may seem very arrogant, but this person, whoever you're dealing with, has a little bit of ego and they're a little bit in their masculine energy. Even if it's a female, it could be in the masculine energy. They don't expect you to do work for them 24/7, but they see you as this perfect, old-fashioned love person. Like you are just that perfect person that they could have a beautiful life with. They see that you're a long-term thinker, you're abundant, you're beautiful, you plan for the future. You're not just here in it for just right now. No. This is somebody who admires another person because of all of the qualities that all of the queens have. All of the queens and all of the good nature characteristics, the values, the morals, everything. This person feels that you are like a goddess. That's what this person feels like. And it could also be for males as well. It just simply means that you are somebody that definitely has promise. They can be with you. They can have a long-term committed connection with you. And they see that you're somebody who's really like straight from the heart. Like you're a giving kind of person. And they admire this. And what's funny is that, you know what? They didn't see this before. They thought it was all fake. They thought it was not real. But as time has gone by, as in that grief card where they're fearing that they're losing you, where you were that shining star and you're fading from the sky, now they realize, oh my God, this person was genuine. They were not able to make that judgment before. But something has happened, something has created a trigger and a change in this connection, which is amazing. This person is starting to realize how genuine and how beautiful you really are. And this card, the Empress, can go for males as well as females. Whatever it is, it talks a lot about promise, abundance, love, prosperity, growth. It talks about happiness. It's a beautiful card to have. It's like one of the best. The only drawback here is that, yeah, this person has a little bit of belief-related issues that they just don't want to really let go of. But other than that, they really are in love with you. They don't just love you, but they're in love with you. And do I see any action here? I honestly see right now more intention rather than any action. Their intentions are completely clear. They want to be with you. They want to make things right. However, do I see any actual action card here? I don't. The only type of action they're taking is making sure that they are preparing themselves on how to make the situation better. How can they change and create a better balance in this connection? That's the type of action they're taking, but it's towards themselves first. So they need to, fix their own situation first, and when they're balanced, then they're going to reach out to you. That could be perhaps in the next reading, maybe in the future, maybe in the near or far future. But it's good. They're still on the right track. They are thinking about you. They are thinking about a positive future, and the key word here is love. It is a beautiful reading here. Three of Cups, the Queen of Cups, as well as the Empress. Okay. Let's see what the angels have to say about this one. Okay. Big happy changes, and we have forgiveness. Remember, we just had the Three of Cups, right? Reconciliation. So there was definitely some type of problem that occurred. And of course, we know that right from the beginning because you did have betrayal there. Ask for others for help. And we have here wait. We also have let go. Listen to your intuition. Choose a new direction. Abundance. Okay. Aquarius. Kind of a lengthy message here. We have here big happy changes. So there are going to be, and it's the first card. The first card's the strongest. So yes, there are going to be changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. That's good. However, forgiveness is key. You do have to be open-minded enough to compromise and to have compassion for this person, for the situation, in order for anything to move on. Do you have to? No, you don't. This is just a reading. This is a suggestion, advice from Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. By not forgiving somebody, I've explained this before in many other readings, it's like a negative energy bubble. We have enough negative energies around our life, in our homes, around our aura, inside of our body. And you don't want an extra negative energy around you. Having negative energy around you with this negative energy bubble, which is a grudge, it circulates around you and it kind of eats at you and it kind of like reminds you. It's a constant reminder, isn't it? Pisses you off. It upsets you. If you can, it's best to understand that this person just didn't know any better. Just think of them as really, really illiterate in that way. In regards to relationships and love, they're just either immature or they're just not experienced. You be the bigger person here. Yes, you can forgive them. Once you forgive them, guys, what happens is that negative energy bubble starts to fade away, and then you no longer have that kind of bitterness and that kind of weight on your shoulders. Do you have to forget? No. I don't recommend that you forget, because you might repeat the same mistake. You might repeat the same experience. You don't want that. But forgiving is important, because if you don't forgive, then that type of negative energy lingers on. Basically, that's what happens. It's like a ball and chain. Just follows you around everywhere. Forgiveness will change everything in this connection. Either this person's going to ask for forgiveness, or maybe you are, or maybe both of you are. Either way, just remember, forgiveness is something huge. It's a big deal in this particular connection. And once it has been achieved, There will be big, happy changes. They're also saying to just talk to somebody else about your problems. Ask for help from others. Maybe you don't know what to say to this person. Maybe you don't know what to do in this connection. Talk to a friend, a family member, somebody that you trust. And just leave it at that. You can even consult online with people. Here we also have wait. There's going to be a time period wherein you're going to have to wait regarding this particular situation. And they do want you to let go. What does that mean? Let go of this person. Let go of the belief, of the whole feeling of not forgiving this person. Let go of this individual altogether. By letting go, it doesn't mean that your love is stopping in any way for them. Your love is not decreasing. You're just giving them time out. And you are giving yourself time out. You're giving yourself some space to heal and to become wiser, so that when the both of you come back together again, you both are different people. It's important to let go of certain beliefs, of certain issues, of certain arguments. It's important to let go of the other individual as well. And by letting go, I don't mean you stop loving them. By letting go, I mean you stop communicating with them for a while. They're also saying here to listen to your intuition and choose a new direction. This means that your destination is going to be the same, but the route and the roadway that you're going to get there is going to be different. So your approach this entire time may have been ABC, ABC, ABC. But maybe you should try XYZ. So it's a different approach, a different method. However, they do want you to listen to your intuition when you're doing this. There's something about this connection, Aquarius, that you've learned about this person, about their nature. So try to do things according to what you've learned. Try to do things according to what other people are also telling you, based on their positive experiences in relationships. If they had a positive relationship, then they know that they can give you positive advice. They may be biased if they've had like their heart broken a million times, right? You don't want somebody who's biased, because that person unfortunately will be very negative and they'll give you the wrong advice too. They may give you correct advice to be wary and be careful, but in this situation, you're trying to mend this connection. You're trying to bring two people together here. So you do need somebody who's very positive. When these people, or when this person gives you advice, try to listen to your own intuition, mix the two together, and then make your approach. Here, choosing a new direction is a different way of approach. How are you going to meet your other person of interest, your person of interest? How are you going to talk to them? What are you going to do? Are you going to approach them the same way? Here we also have abundance. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, beautiful card, does talk about a lot of abundance that you will receive. This could literally be monetary, but it could also be just in relation to your heart, a lot of abundance and happiness that you're going to feel inside of your heart. My dear Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below. And by choosing new direction, which is right here, it does mean that, you know, this entire time you might have been doing something and you were getting the same result. And the meaning of that card for me is also try to do something differently so that you get a different result. That's the whole point. Part of it's going to be with your intuition, and part of it's going to be with the help of others who actually care for you. Oh yes, and I was going to mention, there's something called the I method. You guys can maybe look that up on the internet. The I method is a nice way of communicating with another person when you say, I feel like this. I feel perhaps blah, blah. If you say I feel, it's not as aggressive on the other person, because in this situation, we're talking about forgiveness. We're talking about letting go. There's a lot of sensitive topics in this connection. So you don't want to come off as somebody who's very aggressive, somebody who's very pushy, somebody who is putting their opinion there, right? You also had the, I believe it's the Four of Pentacles. So because of that, because of these issues that are here in between the both of you, you need to find a way of approaching this person truthfully, however, in a way where they don't feel insulted either, or they don't feel shy, because then they'll just go. you need to feel comfortable. They need to feel comfortable. One of the methods that I've seen online, and some people do this, they apply this to their life. I have. It works. The I method. I feel this, therefore, blah, blah, blah. I believe this, you know, what do you think? Like, you put it on yourself. You're not saying that I think you should do this. No, no, no. That's the worst when we do that. All right, Aquarius. Let me know in the comments below if this resonated with anybody. Tell me your stories. What's going on? This one seemed pretty intense, actually. This reading was very long, and it's there's a lot going on here. So feel free to share. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.